Hey everybody, it's your old pal Willie Whitegloves here, also known as Drawn to You and various other nicknames and aliases. And today we're drawing a member of the 501st, a blue clone trooper. Now, once again, I'm going through with the Ticonderoga black. Sometimes I use the blue, as many of you know, but today I have the black, and I have a bunch of these. I need to start using them. So this is a HB2, just a regular Ticonderoga pencil, no big deal. And what you can see that I'm doing with the outline is just going through with a light outline, and then now I'm just pushing a little harder to get these harder lines, but it's all one pencil, and that's kind of the utility of the Ticonderoga HB2 is that it's a very versatile pencil, very utilitarian. It can do many things, and for this kind of an outline, this is kind of just drawing really fast, just going in there and trying to make sure the things relatively in proportion. It's not perfect, that's for sure, but we're not seeking perfection. We're just trying to have some fun drawing and putting some pictures together. So here we are with the pencils, and then we'll go in and put some markers in here in just a moment. These markers are from a set that we got at Five Below for $5. I mean, if you're on a budget like I am, you got to temper your expectations with some product like this. But for what we're trying to do here, they're fine. They're great. They're not going to last as long as a higher quality marker set, but as you can see, you can have a lot of fun with them. And now to do the outlines and some of the detail work, we're doing the Pigma Micron. This is an 8, and I think I go pretty much all the way around this figure with the 8, and then for some of the finer details, I do go in with a 3 after this, and at the very end you'll see a 1. I've mentioned it before, but when I put my signature on there in pencil, that's when I've decided that I'm going to keep going with this drawing. You'd be surprised how many get left behind where I either lose interest or something's wrong that I don't feel like I can easily correct, and I'll abandon it. But once I write my name on there, I'm pretty much saying I'm going to finish this drawing. This is the white jelly roll number 8, and this comes in really handy for those little scratches and things that they have on the blue parts. Definitely not trying to make it anywhere accurate to what you're looking at for the reference material. It's just to add a little texture on there. Here I'm using the technique of turning the pencil where I'm using the side of the lead. It has to be sharpened to a point where you can, to a point, to a point at which there's enough of it to turn it sideways, and you're kind of holding it in a certain way that's similar to how a small child would pick up a tool maybe and draw, and you're just kind of doing that to get the broader strokes. Believe me, I'm very happy to live in a world where these cheap markers exist. So much of my channel's based on these cheap markers. However, it is kind of funny. On the back of the box, it claims that they have 18 primary colors. So that's funny to me because there are only 3 primary colors. So somehow here we have 18. I really like both tips on these markers. They're this thinner point is exactly what I want it to be, and that broad one's nice and sharp. I really think this is a great set for $5. Again, I don't know how long they're going to last, but they're great. This end right here, I'm going in with the chiseled end and just kind of finding some of these darker areas. The mid-ground there has to be a little thinner, so I'm using the smaller point for the details of the closer rocks, and then the outline for the ones in the mid-ground. And then, of course, the background, far background, is not going to have any further definition than what you see already. And you can see here I'm going over, this is a peach marker, peach colored, and so it's just giving a little darker definition to that yellow part, and then I decide to add another layer on the orange with that same peach color. So it's just you can't really add a lot of layers with these kind of markers, but you can do some things like that. So I'm just kind of darkening some things up here and then leaving that mid-ground light. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. I need you to. Like, subscribe, and share. I need you to. Like, subscribe, and share. You want just. Like, subscribe, and share. I need you to. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm going in with the Pigment Micron for some details here, but that last marker that I used, the brown one, that was actually from a different marker set. I needed a lighter brown to go and darken in some of these rock areas. Generally, we're looking at having the foreground be the darkest part, and then as things recede into the background, they're going to get lighter and more vague. Like, subscribe, and share. Subscribe and share. And leave a comment. This is a gray marker from the Azure set that I've talked about before, and we're just trying to, again, bring a little darker area to some of these parts. Now this is a blender right here. That's the blender that came with the set, so you can blend colors to a certain degree. It's not, you have to know, do some experiments to see what it's going to look like. It doesn't always look like it's blending two colors together. You can see it kind of creates a little gray area, but it can be used to an interesting effect. And this is our good old friend the Sharpie here. What did we do before Sharpies? I have no idea. Yeah, we're just adding a few last minute final touches on here. Pretty much done. We're coming up on the end of another video here. And there we go. Final product, the 501st Blue Clone Trooper on Geonosis. I had a lot of fun with this one, Internet. I hope you did too. And until next time, I'm drawn to you.